8 rules bills were before the Energy Industry and Mining Committee this morning, and all had to do with the Department of Environmental Protection. They all passed without too much discussion, but Senator Frank Deem had a question about Senate Bill 271, which relates to acid rain provisions. When federal acid rain legislation was passed in 1994, it was similar to today's cap-and-trade legislation, which the federal government estimates will raise the price of carbon $20 a ton. Deem asked Jim Mason from the Division of Air Quality how the price of sulfur dioxide varied under the legislation.
I would expect that each SO2 allowance, which allowed a facility to emit 1 ton of sulfur dioxide, had a price on the market, so to speak. So the price of that SO2 allowance may have gone up or down over time.
The committee set the stage nicely for the big news of the day, which was on the Senate floor. At the request of the governor, the Senate passed a resolution opposing any national cap-and-trade legislation.
All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. The clerk will prepare the machine.
The Senate backed the resolution unanimously, and several senators got up to speak. Senator Mike Green says cap-and-trade would irreversibly change West Virginia's way of life.
It has been said that the way of life, the coal industry, is under attack. Mr. President, I can tell you today that no truer statement has ever been said. The way of life of West Virginia and the life that we have known is certainly under attack. When you look at what our state and what the coal industry has done for this nation, when you look back at the World War I, World War II, everything that, as the governor, he is the sponsor on this, you're the sponsor at his request. He has said that we have done the heavy lifting. And again, there is no truer statement.
The resolution itself says cap-and-trade would reduce the state's gross domestic product by $750 million by the year 2020. Senator Deem stood up to question global warming's legitimacy and thanked the governor.
Mr. President, first of all, I want to thank and recognize the fact that our governor has the courage to stand up and talk about this subject and tell the truth about what cap-and-trade really is all about. You know, it's a lot deeper than just the idea of putting a tax on carbon. There are people out there who don't like this country. They don't like the economic system. They don't like anything about it. And they do everything they can to change our country as we know it. We've made this country the greatest country in the world by using carbon fuels, coal, oil, natural gas. That's made this country what it is.
Also on the floor, 5 bills designed to address the state's growing problem of prescription medication addiction were introduced. Senator Evan Jenkins is the bill's lead sponsor. He spoke about the problems associated with the pills. He had trouble disposing of his father's leftover medication after he died last year.
What do you do with them? I didn't know that what you do with medications is you grind them up, you mix them with kitty litter, you put them in a Ziploc baggie, and you throw them away. Unfortunately, we seem to have a statewide disposal program. People think you flush them down the toilet. Do not flush them down the toilet. You would not believe what is happening to our water supplies from the medications that people are simply flushing. We need a program to properly dispose of prescription drugs.
This task force...
Senators Plymel and Stallings also spoke in support of the bills. For West Virginia Public Broadcasting, I'm Erica Peterson.
Second, we have the dropout.